Welcome to Magic Mondays live on YouTube. I am Monica Josefine Jelle, and I got this idea that I wanted to do some live on YouTube and call it Magic Mondays because I'm also known as the tantric nomad and I travel a lot and I go to different countries and places in Norway, and sometimes people who know me don't even know where I am because I always travel so much. And I thought I would I had this idea that I will bring you with me to wherever I am in the world on a Monday. So this Monday, I'm sending live from this beautiful place in Portugal. It's near the Algarve coast. It's a place that's called Montevelo. It's a retreat center, a very beautiful retreat center. And I'm going to dance here, biodanza for a week. It's like a summer biodanza retreat week. And I'm here with people from all over the world. And Portugal has really become one of my favorite countries in Europe maybe after Norway, where I'm born. But I just really love Portugal with this nice warm climate, and it's beautiful here, and there are so many nice people in Portugal. I feel like life is here is so relaxed, and people here are much more relaxed than, for example, in Spain. And I just love all the communities that are here. There are different places where people live together and they try to create community, and they're really into community living, which I'm also, and I really love community living. So I'm also exploring different places in Portugal and different retreat centers. And I started to go to Portugal 3 years ago. And this year I'm actually coming to Portugal 3 times. This is my second time in Portugal this year. So I really love being here at this place. And as a tantric nomad, I always try to travel to places where I feel there is like a high energy, where there are people who are like in a high vibration, in a high energy. So I always like to go to high energy places where there are high energy people. And I always look for retreats or locations or places where I can really find this. And I try to also stay on a high vibration myself. I try to feel good about myself, feel good about my life, be happy. And this is what I try to do also when I travel. And I feel very nomadic by heart. I feel like I was born a traveler, like this was me from I was quite young. I started to travel maybe when I was 16 out in the world. So this has been my life for a long time. And I had a child, and then I tried to stay more in Norway, but now when he's old, I'm traveling again. And I've been traveling for the last 3 years since I sold my apartment in Norway. And in this year, I'm going to stay a lot in Europe, so Portugal and Scotland mainly, outside of Norway. And today, like this week, I'm dancing biodanza. And as I told you, I like to do things that really makes me happy and make me feel alive. And doing dancing, like the two things that really makes me feel alive. And some of them are dancing and singing. And biodanza is one of the things that I really love doing. And biodanza is also what I'm doing here in Portugal now. It's a retreat held by two really good friends of me, Frid and Alvaro. Frid is from Norway, and we met a long time ago in Norway, dancing biodanza together in Norway for a long time. And she met this beautiful man in Portugal, and she moved here. And now I often visit Frid and Alvaro when I'm in Lisbon, where they are living. And it's such a nice they are so nice people. And now I finally made it to their biodanza summer retreat. They do some biodanza summer retreat every year, and I think this is the third time I tried to join them, but because yeah, 1 year it was not a good timing. It was the same time as Gjøvik Tantra Festival in Norway, so it wasn't a good time. And last year it was the money, I couldn't make it. And now this year I really made an effort, so I paid like every month money to be part of this retreat. And now I'm finally here, and it's really good. We are around 40 dancers from all over the world, from Norway, from Israel, from the Netherlands, from Belgium, from Portugal, from Peru, from United States. And I feel that for me, biodanza is something that really unites people. In biodanza, there is a lot of connection, there is a lot of hugging, there is a lot of physical touch, intimacy, and the topic of this exact retreat is the eros, which eros is also this vital life force, this energy. It can be connected, like it's also the sexual energy, but it's also the energy that wants life. Like we're all born out of this energy, which is this eros energy, the life force energy that wants to create new life. So we use this energy when we make love, of course, but we also use this energy to be creative and to create new life in our own life, not just creating new babies, but to have this feeling of renewal, have this feeling of being creative. It's like, it's so, it's like what started this life. It's like the first creation. It was eros that came into the world and started. This is what we learned from the last biodanza session, that eros, it's all started with eros. It started with eros that came in, and then everything came out of eros. So this is what I'm going to dance for a week, about eros and this natural life force that we all have in us. And it's also what I do as a tantra teacher and also a tantra masseuse. I work a lot with this eros life force, this sexual energy in our bodies. And it's also, so it's like it's this is energy that's so important to have contact with, also to feel. It's like a very uplifting energy that makes us happy and strong and gives us a lot of energy. So that's also why I work so much with eros, with this sexual life force in my work, in my life, in my yeah, in my day. And when this eros, when we lose contact with this, we can often feel that we are more dead, that it's no life in our body. We feel maybe more heavy or depressed. So it's not just about finding a partner to make love with. It's more an energy that's in you, and you can have it even if you're alone, if you're single. You can feel it in nature, especially in the springtime. I feel like this eros energy is so strong when you know all the new flowers and the leaves and the trees, and you can just feel everything is bursting into life. And this is eros. This is this natural life force that you feel in all nature, especially in the springtime. But also here, when I'm here in Portugal, and this green and it's sun, and like also the sun has a lot of this kind of vitalizing energy in it. I see somebody is coming on. Just say hello and in the chat and tell me where you are calling from, watching from. I'm just talking about biodanza, and biodanza is one of my favorite things to do. I do it. I've been dancing biodanza for 20 years, maybe 25, I think, actually, before my son was born. So it's like, it's been a very important part of my life, and dancing has been an important part of my life. And I come from a dancing family. My mom loved dancing. Also, my aunt, who's over 80, also loves dancing. So I think dancing is one of the things that makes me really happy, as well as singing. So I try to do those things as much as I can. And right now I'm dancing in Portugal with a group of people here. And for me, dancing, yeah, has been such an vital, important part of my life for 25 years. I think it's also what keeps me happy, but also what keeps me fit, and it also keeps me like like I'm always moving and dancing and feeling this energy and rhythm in me. Also makes me feel stay young. It makes me feel stay healthy, and it grounds me. And it also is often my connection to other people. So when I travel as a tantric nomad, I don't just travel for traveling itself. I like also traveling, but I also travel to be with people. So usually I travel alone, like on the plane, I will be alone, and I travel to a country, new country, but I always join a group or a retreat or a center, often also spiritual places. I'm a very spiritual person, so I also love to go to spiritual places. So that it's always like a deeper meaning or a deeper purpose for my travels. So whenever I come, like now, I'm in a group with 40 people, so it's like even if I travel to Portugal alone, I don't feel alone when I'm here. I'm kind of surrounded by people from all over the world, and um, when I dance Danza, I also feel this hope for the world, because here we are so many nationalities, but we leave all politics outside. Even if we are people from United States, from Israel, from Holland, from England, like all these countries, but we leave politics outside. We meet human to human, heart to heart. It doesn't matter whatever wars or politics or whatever is going on. It's not the focus. The focus is on humanity, about us as human beings wanting to connect with each other, be together with each other, and dance with each other and hug each other. And also, yeah, it almost makes me cry when we can meet in a way like this, because I feel this is the way humanity should be. Like, this is the way we should be together. We should be dancing and singing together and hugging and yeah, be close to each other, no matter which country we come from or what history and baggage we have. So these kind of places and retreats give me hope for humanity. And yeah, biodanza also has been so important for me in my development. Biodanza also has this element of purpose, of following your life purpose, following your path, finding out where you want to live, who you want to live with, where in the world you want to be. So biodanza just inspired me in so many ways, and many of my really good friends are from biodanza. So I can really recommend you to try if you want to go more into this kind of intimacy, touch, hugging, being with people in a good way. And also it was biodanza really who brought me into Tantra, because I was going to a biodanza retreat at a place in Scotland. It's called Findhorn. It's a spiritual retreat center. And when I was there dancing biodanza, I met especially one woman who was very much into Tantra, from the new Tantra in Denmark. And she really inspired me, just the way she was with other people, with men. She was so open towards men. She was like a true muse, like a true inspiration for the men. She was there, and she was married. She had opened her marriage, so she had an open relationship with her husband. But it was just this openness and this willingness to be in support for the men, and just this way of looking at relationship and this relationship between man and woman that could be so much deeper than what we maybe have been learning from the culture, that it's just to get married and have children and so on. But it's really, for me also, like Tantra, dancing, all this is also like a way of living, a way of being, where there is like a deeper meaning between meeting. Like there is a deeper meaning meeting a partner, meeting your partner. It's more, for me, Tantra is also a path to God. So it's like a way through this meeting with your partner, or with another man, or another, maybe you don't know each other so well, but it's like this attraction, meeting, things happening in this polarity between men and women that can create this increased energy, and this can make us lift our energy. And when the energy is lifted, like when the energy between a man and a woman is not just centered around the genitals, which it can be when there is a strong attraction, but when we start to work with Tantra, or when we dance, or when we start to move this energy, it comes all the way up to the heart. And that's where we also have this more deeper connection, heart to heart. So for me also, Tantra especially has been a way of connecting deeper on a heart level. So I feel Tantra is also a way of the heart. It's a way of meeting with another person, with your partner, or another man or another woman, where you really allow the energy to rise in the body. So you allow the energy to rise into the heart. You allow maybe even to rise even higher. Maybe this meeting also makes you connect with God, which for me is the ultimate kind of experience, I would say, in Tantra, but also sometimes in dancing. Like dancing can also take me into this altered state. I could feel that we had a morning session dancing today, and I could just feel in the end that my state of being had really transformed since I started this session, since I came in the morning. And then just through the intimacy, being close with people, dancing, hugging, something in me had changed. I was like transformed. And for me, this is what dancing, singing, Tantra is all about. It's like transforming from one state of being to another. And it really helps me to connect, first of all, with myself and my own body, but also this way of opening the heart, opening the senses, opening to other beings, and especially this, what we often do in Tantra and in biodanza is also this eye-gazing, like looking into each other's eyes, being close. And also when you look somebody into the eyes, in Norway we say when you look into the eyes of someone, like this, the eyes is the mirror of the soul. So when you see into somebody's eyes, you're really looking into their soul. And this is also what I find so amazing when you have this group of people and you look into different people's eyes and you can see their soul. You can recognize often something in them when you look into their eyes. And that touches me. That makes me go deeper. And that makes me get more in contact with my own soul. So this is also why I find both Tantra and biodanza so touching in a way, because I like to go deep and I like to meet people on a very deep level. And then sometimes you can even go deeper without just speaking. Like often when we meet people in a social setting, there is a lot of talking. What are you doing? Where do you come from? Yes, a lot of those kind of things. Are you married? Do you have children? A lot of those things, which is a good thing if you want to get to know somebody. But then if you really want to go deeper, there's nothing as deep as looking into someone's eyes for a long time. And sometimes when I have retreats or workshops and I ask my participants to look into each other's eyes, sometimes they feel that this is even more intimate than sex, more intimate than lovemaking. And it's true, like eye-gazing for 5 minutes or 1 minute can be so intimate. And also very soul connecting, that you're really connecting to their soul. And also this feeling of, through connecting to another person's soul, I'm also connecting to my soul, like deeper into my own soul and my humanity and my feeling of being a unique being, but always in connection with other people. So, and I think sometimes today we kind of forget to look into each other's eyes. We kind of look into our phone or on a screen, or yeah, we don't always have time even to look into the eyes of our loved ones or family. So I feel like if I can give you one tip, like just look into someone's eyes when you meet them. It will make you so much more connected with them. And through biodanza and through tantra, I've been trained so much to have long eye gazes, to really look for a long time into people's eyes. And I find it very profound. It's such an easy exercise, but it's so profound and something I really can recommend. And also what we do, especially in biodanza, is that we give those long hugs. So often in biodanza, it's known for the long hugs, like this kind of dance environment is known for very long hugs. And there's something happening also when you are hugging someone heart to heart, in connection, that yeah, something happens when you stay, like I think when you're staying close for more than a couple of seconds, not just like tap on the shoulder and yeah, pull back. It's like when you really stay close to them, there is like this almost like magic happening. Like it's also a lot of things happening with energy wise, like the oxytocin, this hormones that comes, dopamine, oxytocin, and also cortisol level. The stress hormones go down, and we get these happy hormones that also this is the kind of hormones that women, when they breastfeed, they also get these happy hormones coming, so they will continue feeding the baby. And this is also what happens when we hug, when we are hugging friends or people we love, or even people we don't know. Like in biodanza, we don't know each other, we just hug for a long time. And it's like, it's such a simple thing, but it can really transform a lot in the body and transform a lot the relationship with the people that you're dancing with. So this is, of course, not, we do a lot of different exercises in biodanza, but this is one thing that's I learned through biodanza, and which is also kind of changed a lot for me in my life. And now, of course, I work with tantra and I give tantra massages, and I'm very close to my clients, very intimate with my clients, and it's a little bit the same thing. It's like this oxytocin rush that we create when we are close to each other. It's when I give a massage, it's the oxytocin, it's the dopamine, and it's also the lowering of the cortisol. So even yeah, almost any type of massage is good for the body, but this kind of very close, intimate massages can be so healing, so healing for the body. And that's also why I love doing what I'm doing with my tantric massage work. So this is a little bit about what I'm doing here in Portugal. I'm going to stay here for a week. I haven't bought my return ticket yet. That's something I sometimes do. But my plan is to go back to, at the moment, my plan is to go back to Oslo on Sunday, and I will have another another Magic Monday YouTube live on Monday, 24th of August. And on this next YouTube live next Monday, which I think will be from Oslo, in that episode, I will have a chat with Grete Fremo. And it's very interesting because Grete, we just got to know each other, I think 3 years from now in Portugal. And I knew I had seen her before. We had been teaching at the Norwegian Tantra Festival, both of us, but I have never spoken to her before. But 3 years ago, I met her in Portugal at an initiatrix, like a tantric retreat for women, with Arya Hendricks and Amanda Bickham. And it's very strange because from that time on, we have both been traveling the world, and we've been to Bali, and we kind of always travel, like, not purposely, but somehow we always end up the same places in the world. So we met in Portugal, and then we traveled both to Bali, and we did our teacher training there in Tantra with Arya and Amanda. And then I also went to Findhorn, which is a place in Scotland where I love to go to. And somehow she lives close to that place with her husband, and we met up there too. And then we met up in Oslo, and we met up in Portugal again. So it's like me and Greta, we are just traveling around the world together all the time. And now we both finished our teacher training with Temple of Radiance, and now we're also going to start to teach together. So we are going to have a workshop in Oslo in November, 13th to 15th of November, and this workshop is almost full. I think at the moment there is just one space left. So somehow this collaboration with Greta is just working out so well. So I always jokingly said to her, I think the universe just put us together, because we always meet at the same places around the world. This collaboration with her is going so well, with like full retreat already, like a full weekend retreat already in Oslo. And we're also going to have, we just decided also now we're going to have a retreat together at Findhorn in Scotland, northern Scotland. And this is also one of my favorite. Findhorn is a spiritual community in northern Scotland, where I've been traveling for, I don't know, since 2003. So it's a long time. And I just love going there. And this will be the first time me and Greta is going to have a workshop there. It will be in February for Valentine's. So 12th to 14th of February in Findhorn in Scotland. And I'm just so amazed how this, how universe, or how this meeting with Greta has created so many opportunities in my life. Also this opportunity to teach in Scotland. And one of my dreams for a long time has been to teach outside of Norway. I've been teaching Tantra in Norway maybe for 10 years. I started in Bergen, also I do in Oslo, and I also used to teach in Stavanger in Norway. And now it's also going to be Findhorn in Scotland. And I'm just like, wow, this is so amazing. So I'm just so grateful for this meeting with Greta. And that's also why next Monday, she will not be in Oslo, but we are going to do a live together. So we are going to interview each other and talk about how we all both got into Tantra, and how this path has been leading us together in so many different ways that I don't think it's a coincidence that we are always at the same places at the same time. So this is what we're going to talk about next Monday. And we're also doing it at the same time next Monday, 4:30 at in European Oslo time. So just come and join us on on YouTube Live next Monday. And it's also going to be possible to see it in replay on my YouTube channel. So, and if there is anything else, you have any questions or anything, you can also put some questions in the chat, and I will be happy to answer them. And and then I'm just going to enjoy this week in Portugal, dancing, and hopefully I'll be in Oslo next Monday, as I haven't completely finished all my travels plans yet, but this is also often how I live when I'm a tantric nomad. So I'm so happy you watched and came and saw my live. And yes, if there is no more questions or things you wanted to ask me, I think I will soon finish this live streaming. Just want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you will come again next Monday, and we'll see where in the world I will be in 1 week's time. And in the meantime, I'm just enjoying Portugal, and I wish you a nice evening, and I see you again soon.